Hello everyone, I am back with another live stream, and today once again I'm reading a book called Champak. This is March edition. This is the first 2006 edition, and this is an English storybook. So I'm gonna read another short story, and today's short story title is Self Realization. Boss, we will have a ball. No studies, no homework, and no tension, said Moti Dog while fixing colored sunglasses on his eyes. Chimpu Monkey immediately nodded and said, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." Salu, Salu Rabbit tried to flatter Moti and said, "Boss, where are you? Boss, where are you taking this assistant to your having a fun? What? Boss, where are you taking this assistant of yours for having a fun? Today we will go for picnic near spring at far end of jungle, announced Moti Dog. Chimpu was really influenced by fun-loving lifestyle of Moti and Salu. He always dreamed of becoming like his friend. For him, his school, the homework, and the studies always was a big problem. Moti Dog and Salu Rabbit were loafers of first. Oh boy, loafer. Moti Dog and Salu Rabbit were loafers of the first order. For who for whole day they used to keep playing under the tree. Chimpu's parent always him prevented him to play with Moti and Salu, but Chimpu always joined their company. Today also Chimpu was on his way to attend his school, but when he met Moti and Salu, he joined them for going to picnic. Today also Chimpu was on his Today also Chimpy was on his way to attend. Okay, we do not have anything for picnic. How are we going to enjoy the picnic? Asked Chimpu innocently. Moti and Salu had a healthy laugh at Chimpu's question. Moti said, "Son, you are with us, so stop worrying about anything." They had hardly gone a little further. Suddenly, they saw cold drinks, sandwiches, burgers, and cakes nicely laid on the street under the tree. Moti stopped and looked around. Then he winked at Salu Rabbit. "Come on, it is a wonderful opportunity. Let us steal everything." "You are absolutely right," Salu said, watering his mouth. "My papa says stealing is always bad," said Chimpu, who was looking visibly scared. All of them all of them had hardly reached near the eatables when suddenly a big net fell on them and they were trapped in the net. Cunning fox always used to trap small children and used to sell them in the different jungles. The trapped children were then subject to slog as child labor. But the fox dumped all three friends in a small hut. Moti was not able to utter a single word. Salu also had started crying. Chimpu at the time saw a mouse. Chimpu's mind started working at double time when he saw the mouse. He requested the mouse for his help in his language. The mouse helped them and quickly nibbled the entire net in which they were trapped. All the three children came out of the back door and they were in unknown jungle. None of them had any knowledge of the way which could lead them to their homes. Chimpu said, my papa told me that our colony was in the north of jungle. But how we will know about directions? Asked Moti. Don't worry. We were taught in school how to know the direction in which sun rises and sets. Sun rises and sets. As per calculation, the north is in this direction, said Chimpu. Chimpu brother now Chimpu brother, now we are totally depending on you leading us back home, said Salu who was in tears. Chimpu tried to encourage him. Moti and Salu were getting convinced that the loafing business was absolutely useless. After walking a long distance, they reached their colony. The streets were totally deserted. Suddenly, the fox came over such. But somebody is messaging me. I don't know who is he or who is he. Okay, I muted it. After walking a long distance, they reached their colony. The streets were totally deserted. Suddenly, the fox came over searching for them. Suddenly, the fox came over searching for them. The three friends got scared. They entered in an empty building. The three friends started shouting up. Wait, what? After walking a long distance, they reached their colony. The streets were totally deserted. Suddenly, the fox came over searching for them. The three friends got scared. They entered in an empty building. The three friends started shouting after spotting the fox. The fox were approaching fast. Suddenly, Chimpu saw a button on the wall. The instruction fire alarm written on it. He remembered that his teacher had once said in the event of fire, the alarm set on. When the glass are broken, Chimpu picked up the stone and threw at the glass. The moment the glass was broken, the alarm in the building went loudly. The security guard of building came rushing to check if was fine. Many other animals also gathered when they heard the alarm. The fox tried to escape to see situation getting out of his hand, but he was nabbed by the crowd and was handed over the police. Next, the Chimpu happily got ready to go to his school. When he came out of his house, he found Moti and Salu too were waiting for him in their school uniform. Moti said, Chimpu, we have realized our blunder. From now on, we will also attend the school and try to be a good fellow like you. Okay, this was an inspiring story and I like it. Let's go for the next chapter. New celebrations. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse lived in Cham- Champawan. Champakwan. Okay. Mickey and Minnie had a tiger and Kitty Kite were wait what? Mickey and Minnie had a lovely child Ratu, Jackie dog, Bagheera tiger, and Kitty Kitty Kite were their good friends. In the same jungle there also lived Paddy Tomcat. He was thrown out of Champakwan. Why is that? Why it is like that? Because his involvement in kidnappings. But he was in habit of shedding false tears and used to sought permission to visit sought permission to visit Champakwan again. The new year was around the corner. Everybody in Champakwan was busy making preparation to welcome and celebrate New Year's. But a few days, but everybody, but it was New Year was round the corner. Everybody in Champakwad was busy making preparation to welcome and celebrate New Year. But a few days back, Ratu was kidnapped. Naturally, his parents Mickey and Minnie was very scared. Jackie brother, we are busy making preparations to celebrate the New Year, but Mickey and Minnie Mouse were really in a state of shock. Their son Ratu has been kidnapped for past 6 days. There is no information about Ratu till date, said Bagheera Tiger. Jackie replied, yes, you are right. The police is also searching for Ratu. We are also trying our best to find Ratu, but God knows where the kidnappers have hidden Ratu. I really don't know where is Ratu, as if the earth has swallowed him or sky has eaten him away. He is seen nowhere, said Bagheera. Kitty Kite said, whatever you may say, but my needle of suspicion is pointing towards Paddy Tomcat. Oh my god, wait. But since he was driven out of the jungle, he had promised not to do anything wrong, said Jackie Dog. As such, these days he is turning into a sage, said Bagheera Tiger. Oh, it is just his latest cover up to fool innocent animal, Kitty made a face. But the police has also interrogated him, said Jackie to clear his doubts. Anyway, whatever I wanted to say, I have already said. Now I will take your leave, said Kitty, and she flew away. Kitty was flying in the sky. A little later, she landed near a pit where which was covered with dry leaves. Kitty was still engrossed in her thought when suddenly she saw Barry Tomcat coming over. She was taken by the surprise to see Barry in such deserted place, as she realized her doubts were turning into the fact. Kitty hid herself on the tree near the pit and started observing Barry's moves. A little later, Barry came near the pit. The moment Barry entered the pit, Kitty heard Ratu. Uncle, why you kept me here like this? What exactly you want? Let me go home. Barry laughed and said, I will enjoy myself by eating you on the New Year Eve. When Kitty came to know about Tom's cat's real intentions, she was shocked. She thought, I know Paddy was not a great fellow. After some time, Paddy went away. Kitty immediately flew down to the pit. Kitty, Kitty quickly freed Ratu. Ratu said, Auntie, please save me. Paddy uncle is going to kill me on New Year Eve. Kitty said, yes, yes. My dear, I have heard everything. You quickly get on my back and I will take you right away. Kitty flew away with Ratu on her back. Bakira and Jackie were already thought with the preparation for celebrating New Year Eve. They were decorating the ground of Champakwad with colorful balloons, ribbons, and lights. A big cake was also kept on the table. Kitty Cat came over and said, friends, are you going to celebrate New Year's tonight all alone? What do you mean? Said Bagheera and Jackie simultaneously. I mean, are you not going to invite Mickey and Minnie for the party? Kitty smiled. Oh, don't you know? Said Bagheera. Kitty interrupted Bagheera and said, I know everything, but they have to be invited for the New Year celebration. Kitty was already requested them many times. Now you go and give it a try, suggests Jackie. Mickey and Minnie, despite her unwillingness came over the party and insistence of Kitty. Bagheera said, "Look, Jackie, and Kitty is missing after inviting Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Kitty can't do this anyway. She might have to attend to something really important," said the dog. Dot, dot at 12 o'clock at night. Everybody was surprised when a big balloon bursted. The balloon were bursted by the kitty with her beak. All of them were suddenly delighted when they all look up. Kitty Cat had arrived with two children and Ratu riding on her back. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse hugged Kite and said, "Happy New Year, sister." This entire atmosphere was changed completely. To mark the return of Ratu, everybody once said loudly, "Happy New Year." Kitty Cat paused for a while and said, "I have brought you one more gift." As she called Inspector Saru, who joined the group with Barry Tomcat in jail. Everybody understood everything when they saw Barry Tomcat handkerchief. The inspector enjoyed the New Year cake with everybody and later went back to the police station with Barry Tomcat to be jailed forever. The rabbit said, "The firewood was right. If we burn it, then we too would." Oh wait, there was some basic square. Okay, it's page number 34. Okay, so this was the chapter. Yes, I was okay. So my dear friends, there it was. I was in doubt that there the a lesson from a squirrel, that chapter was incomplete. I was thinking about it. So right here they have completed that chapter over here. It is continued from here. If you remember that, then you do remember. The rabbit said, "The firewood was right. If we burned it, then we too would be reduced to ashes. It means that atmosphere would get polluted and we will be perished." That day onwards, they decided that they will help to stop cutting trees. They were least aware that such a wonderful advice come from a squirrel who had narrow escaped a death. Okay, this is another comics, I think. Yeah, this is another small comics. Let me read it. The giver hands. Once Akbar the Great asked the members of his royal court, when anybody who is giver, his hand is always above the hand of receiver. But does it ever happen to the other way around? The receiver's hands get above the hands of giver. Asked King asked him. It was strange question, and courtesan became thoughtful, and they stretched their reasoning imagination. They went into the history but were not able to recollect any such incidents. A little later, the courtesan said, "Your Honor, we are sorry that we cannot relocate any such incident. The the keeper's hand is always above." But Birbal did not agree with them. Birbal was silent. Akbar said him, "Birbal, what is your opinion?" Birbal said, "I don't agree with others. You made The hand which gives can also below you mean the hand which gives can also be below the receiver hands? Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, when everybody is offering a pin, pinful of any seed, the receiver hands is always above the receiver. Akbar became delighted when Bilber logical reply. Okay, let's read another chapter, and I think it will be the last of. Oh, okay, this will be the last chapter of this book. So I'm gonna complete this book right now. Sonal Detective. Sonal Mouse was busy in painting. Painting was her favorite hobby. Suddenly, a cat came stealthily. She was about to pronounce a pounce upon Sonal. Sonal almost froze to death to see cat in attack mode. But Sonal gathered all his courage. He had made a picture of a lion who was roaring loudly. She immediately placed her picture before the cat. The picture was looking alive, as if the lion was real. Lion was real lion. The cat also felt that it was real lion. That cat ran away, hid over the hills. Sonal had a sight of relief when Solal's mother came to know that about the incident. She had a heavy, hearty laugh. She also appreciated her daughter's drawing. Sonal was very sharp at studies. She always attempted the question in examination correctly. She always stood first in the class. Her principal was always happy with her. Once Sonal crossed her limits, her class teacher Mona Dear visited Solal's brother. She said, "Your daughter has rendered us without any work." Solal's brother asked, "Why? What happened?" The teacher said, "Sonal has attempted all the questions in the examination correctly. She even marked her answer sheet on her own by ticking all the answers. Now tell me what would has now been left for us." Sonal's mother laughed at completely against her daughters. She said, "She is just a kid. She will understand everything gradually." Sonal's mother laughed at the complaint against her daughter. She said, "She is just a child. She will understand everything gradually." Those days, incidents of theft were taking places in Champakwan. The thieves were very smart. They used to commit thefts and nobody had any idea of stealing. The police too were helpless and we were not able to arrest the culprit. One day, Sonal sitting on the terrace on her house, she had paper, colors, and painting brushes in her hand. She was thinking of making a new picture, but she was not getting any idea. Suddenly, two wolves came in front of house in her neighborhood. There were nobody in the house. There was nobody in the house. They started cutting the lock on the main door of house. Sonal was very young and innocent. She thought, "Why would I make a picture of these wolves?" and started making another picture. The wolves took long cut to locks, but then Sonal made her perfect picture on and she drowned drawn in the room down below. In the evening, the police jeep came and stopped before the house in the neighborhood. The thief has already taken place. A lot of valuables were missing from the house. The inspector Baluram was quite worried. He started making inquiry in the neighborhood and came to Sonal's house as well. The inspector made a routine inquiry and asked Sonal's mother, "Did you see anybody breaking in your neighbor's house and stealing anything?" Sonal's mother replied, "No, I don't see anybody. I was sleeping." Suddenly, Sonal came out of her room. She told the inspector, "Uncle, I had seen two wolves entering a house next door." The inspector further asked, "Can you identify those two wolves? Can you tell me their names?" So I replied, "Uncle, I don't know them, but I have drawn her picture in. I will just give it to you." She brought a picture of in so in the inspector was amazed to see the picture. He said, "So you have really made the perfect pictures. We can easily identify the O's with the help of these pictures." This the inspector looked at the picture carefully. He found that one of the O's has kicked leg and her other wolf was one eye. Suddenly the inspector shouted as he recognized the wolves in the picture. He said, "Oh, those Changu and Mango's wolves. They lived live under the hillock. We can arrest them easily. These pictures are proof." The very same day, the help of the picture, Changu wolf and Mango wolf were arrested and lodged in the jail. With their arrest, the incidents of theft in jungle was also stopped. The inspector patted Solal's back and said, "Solal, you are not only a good painter, you are also a good detective as well. Had you not helped us, we would not have been able to arrest the culprits. I will certainly ensure that you get your due reward for your timely help." Sonal and her mother was very happy and they started laughing. Do you know something? Children are invited to contribute their own views, poem, jokes, not published so far. Assuming as assuming NC dots and cartoon gives full name and address directly. Okay, can you say it? Okay. So I just end another book. This month I have ended two books, and I'm gonna end the stream here because I'm feeling very sleepy a lot. So bye everyone. Thank you for watching, and if you like my video then please make sure to like and comment, share, subscribe. You know the things. Although I'm not expecting any response from any of you. Not because I am arrogant, just because nobody will gonna like this type of video, this type of stream. That makes no sense. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Bye everyone.